Hello, my name is Andrew Kinney. I'm a Social Security attorney with Hogan Law Offices in Minneapolis, Minnesota. I'm doing this video today because I want to give you the top 5 ways to get approved for Social Security benefits. On a typical year, I do between 400 and 500 hearings. In those hearings, I see patterns of ways people get approved and patterns of ways that people get denied. So here are the 5 top ways to get approved for Social Security benefits. Number 1. Get an attorney. If you have an attorney, your attorney is trained in law, and your attorney can argue before the hearing in legal arguments and briefs, during the hearing with the judge who's also an attorney, and also after the hearing in terms of, again, legal arguments. During the hearing as well, there are experts that your attorney can cross-examine. So if you want an attorney, you need to make sure to hire a law firm because only lawyers and law firms can give legal advice. 2. The second way to get approved for Social Security benefits. Make sure to treat for your medical conditions. If you have a medical problem but don't get care for it, it's hard to prove at a hearing with the medical records we have what's wrong, especially if you decide perhaps there's nothing that can be done. So, if you have a medical problem that perhaps no surgery is possible right now, make sure to still treat from time to time for it. Make sure your doctor knows how it's progressing, because we need to prove what's wrong, and to prove what's wrong leads us to prove why you can't work full-time for a medical reason. That's a legal standard of disability. Third way to get approved for Social Security benefits is to always take your medications. When someone is prescribed medications, such as a diabetic, it seems clear enough why someone needs to take the insulin. But there are also other medications for other conditions, such as depression, where medications can have some positive effect or maybe not as well have a positive effect. What is important is that if your doctor prescribes your medications, you take your medications. And if there's a side effect, make sure to talk with your doctor about it. Because one thing Social Security looks at is they determine whether you're doing your best to get better. 4. The fourth way to get approved for benefits. Treat chemical dependency. If you have difficulty with alcohol or illegal drugs or prescribed pain medications, for example, try to get help for that early on. Certainly it's not healthy for you to have those difficulties, and in the clients that I help, that arises from time to time. For example, if someone has chronic depression or anxiety and they also take illegal drugs, one of the problems over time is that the judges look at the treatment and decide that, and legitimately so, that the medications you're taking don't work because they're offset by your drug addiction. So, if you have a medical problem such as an addiction, talk to your doctor about it, be upfront about it, and try to attack it, because that can cloud the judge's ability to see underneath that problem as to what you're actually disabled for, okay? And finally, of the top 5 ways to get approved for benefits, number 5 is try to get a statement from your treating doctor. And when I say statement, it isn't very effective if your treating doctor writes a letter and says, I know Joe and he's disabled. What I'm talking about is something along the line of what we do at Hogan Law Offices. We have forms that lay out functional limitations that people have, and we ask a doctor, what are the treating problems? How many days might they miss a month? What sort of hourly work can they do? Can they work 8 hours a day? Can they sit, stoop, walk, stand? From a mood point of view, can they concentrate? Can they handle stress? Things like that. We're taking the doctor's diagnoses and treatment and justification for the diagnoses and treatment, and we're taking it one step further. We're having your treating doctor essentially come into the hearing room by form of this paper and testify what you are limited in doing. That does not guarantee an approval, but it definitely helps for my clients to be able to get approved. So those are the top 5 ways to try to get approved for Social Security benefits. If you wish to hire our law firm, you can feel free to go to hoganlaw.com. Our information is there. If you wish to choose to go on it your own, keep in mind that you can, but you have some challenges here, and we do have a free guide on our website that would help you too. You take care.